to see it. Yes, New York Minute.
Yeah,
What matter of fact, since we already here, is there gonna be a season 3?
yes, we did start filming. It is. It will be a season 3.
Okay. Okay. And I really enjoyed it. We got a lot of freakiness. Like you had the little lesbian scene. I kind of enjoyed
Out of
that.
all of that, that's all you remember is
No,
the
I remember the office thing. I'm like, oh, it's because I thought it was gonna be all hood. Like, I didn't know
Mhm.
you was gonna get, have a little romance and stuff. And it was kind of ratchet because bitch, how the fuck you fucking the office nigga, and then you got this nigga paroled in your house. And I kind of like the parole dude. He was cute and everything. So I'm like, how you gonna do that to Boo thing? Cause the office nigga, he looked like a little prick, like he had prick in him and shit.
See,
You
but
know.
y'all don't. Y'all, the thing y'all not understanding is that her and Deuce were high school sweethearts. That's the love of her life. But he just was a street dude. He was sentenced to 56 years. Was she supposed to wait for him?
I mean, she should have married him and had like conjugal visits. Like there's ways, goddamn it. She should have wore a skirt with no panties at the visit and let that nigga do whatever under the table. I'm just saying. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed it. I want to be in it. I need you need to have like an episode. I need to be like somebody to come in there and rob things. But what I do appreciate too is how you was touching on certain issues that a lot of people do be quiet about. In the hood, you have like the old perverts. What's his name again?
Uncle Vince.
Uncle Vince fucking on that little girl like that. And then how you fucking on her and fucking the moms? Like you was ODing, old man. Like he was, I was kind of happy he got done up like that. What I didn't appreciate was his ass crack in the scene, but I got it. No, I got it. Yeah. So was these things inspired by things that you experienced growing up?
What, New York? Well, basically, Deuce is mainly me. Deuce is really me because coming home from jail and you wanting to change your life, and you kind of want to tell your friends about things that's going on, but I remember quite a few of my friends wasn't too happy that I didn't want to get back into the streets, but they seen I was serious, so they respect it, let it be. But New York Minute is about change and how hard it is to change in a hostile urban environment. Everybody has their things of what they want to change or what they want. Their goals is like Deuce. Deuce want to makes everything straight with everybody he's done wrong, and he wants to leave the game. But he's very naive to understand that he hasn't really changed. He thinks he's changed, but he hasn't. Simone is looking for love because her father worked a lot, and the only one that really showed a true genuine love was Deuce, but he happens to be a street guy. So she wants to be in a career. She has a career and everything, so she has to fight with that dynamic of career or love. You got Frizz, who wants to be a millionaire but has no clue how to do it, so he would chase the dollar bill. He has abandonment issues. You have Trav, of course, has the family secret. You know what I'm saying? Or he just feels like he was abused as a child. And, he felt the most beautiful thing in the world is his two sisters. And he doesn't want that to be corrupted like him for anything. But yet, one of the
Yeah, I
sisters,
like his relationship especially with the younger sister. I like that overprotectiveness that,
yeah,
he
have the
don't.
same attitude. They have the same. And then you have Mars, who's trying to connect with his family because he's been led to believe for years that he's been adopted.
That's crazy. Now, you have other people like Money and Violence. Oh, but before I talk about that, I want to shout out to Lord Nez and Worldorama. They were both in the series.
Mm-hmm.
Worldorama. I mean, Lord Nez had more of a prominent character or prominent role in it. And
Lord
Worldorama.
Naz, look, the part
Okay.
Lord Naz play, I was supposed to be Prodigy.
I can see that. I could now that you said that, I could see that. Piccolo, I think that's his name was Piccolo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, what? Because okay, when I was watching it, right? his girl committed suicide, but then she was in the next episode. So can you elaborate? What was that?
Look at the
Like, was it
title
a
of
dream?
the title of the episode is called "The Moment I Fear." I took that from Slick Rick. So,
Aha.
the moment I fear. Everybody in that episode, it was their fear. So Simone feared that Deuce and the dude she at her job would bump into each other and somebody would get hurt. That was her fear. Trav feared that his sisters would change their mind and tell on him about what he did with his uncle. And for Piccolo, his fear was that his girl would get tired of his shit and would commit suicide.
Now I got
And
it.
Frizz's fear was that that they would turn him in for the body that he was blamed for in Poughkeepsie. So he feared that his best friend and his girl would turn him in to the police. Only
Now
the
I
first
get it.
so only the first 8 minutes of the show is reality. That's why if you look at it, you can tell they're dreaming because it goes into black and white because they say we dream in black and white. So that's when the black and white flashes, just to let you know that part was a dream.
Okay, now I got it. And that shit was sad. Like, damn, she blew up. I thought she was gonna kill this nigga. Like, you broke motherfucker. I can't take it no more. I'm tired of eating ramen noodles. Bah. But then she turned the gun on herself, and I'm like, no, sweetheart. Like, whoever. I mean, of course, it's you. You written and directed everything, and your
The
mom
first
is
season,
incredible.
yes. The second season, I had help. The
Okay.
second season is my boy David Braff helped me on the camera.
Okay. Yeah, so shout out to Lord Nez. That's my bro. I knew him for quite some time now, a few years, and everything like that. So when I saw him and I was binge watching it, I'm like, oh shit, look at Lord Nez. And then it made sense when I saw you at the graffiti Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that right, but it's my block. So and then Worldorama, I knew him too for a few years now. When me and him got a good rapport with each other. So when I saw him too, I got excited, like, oh, these are my peoples up in here. I'm like, when's the next casket? Because I gotta go. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Especially since Brooklyn is my second home. I gotta do it. Did you ever have to go through like permit struggles
No,
and different things like that?
no.
Okay. So going back to the question that I was gonna ask, because you have other web series that are going to Tubi, like Money and Violence. Right now they're going to Tubi. So what are the future plans? You said you're starting to shoot the season 3. So is it gonna still be on YouTube, or are you looking to do it
Yeah,
on a
well,
platform?
I will let everybody know when everything is in stone and everything is figured out. So
Well,
I
I'm looking
will say
forward to
nothing. I will
season
say
3.
nothing right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, one of the things that you were saying about web series was there was a lot of trash shit out there, you know. And I do like the way your web series was shot because, no shade to Money and Violence, but y'all did have a few episodes that were kind of choppy as far as production is concerned. Where did you get that knowledge to do that, the way you did it? And
Uh,
how long did it take you to shoot a season?
a season, it took a while. Like I had no clue. I read a book about writing about characters in jail, and I understood that you need to give. You're basically God with the character, so you just can't just make a character and that's it. So you have to give them a first name, a middle name, a last name, who's their mother, who's their father, where did they go to school, what's their favorite color. You need to know all this because it helps round out the character. Now on top of that, the reason I say these things is because a lot of these shows they can't tell you what the show is about and what they're trying to say. So, like I said, New York Minute is about change and how hard it is to change in a hostile urban environment. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. You're in survival mode all the time. Also, the characters have no goals. They just there. Like, you know, my characters do wrong things, but it's not about that. It's about this what's going on in their lives, not what they're doing.
Now, I know that web series and wearing that director, writer, producer hat is different from being an artist, a hip hop artist. What are some of the challenging things that you had to face while in production?
Just really, pretty much, it's like you don't have control of the area because you don't have no permits. Really getting people together because everybody works, you know. So a lot of times you got to try to get dates and figure out times when everybody that's in the scene or working with each other, get them together. And you know, the first quite a few people in the first season, they were, you know, everybody wasn't really natural actors. The only actors that I picked up was Trav baby sister, Trav older sister, Trav mother, the guy that played the Simone guy at work, because he's now in, you know, he did quite a few things.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
seemed like a
Give y'all
natural.
Joseph. So he's in Sativa now
Yeah,
on
he seemed like
BT.
a natural, his poise, different things like that. Because, well, I think when people looking at it, or when people are acting, especially for the first time, you don't talk like that. You don't, you don't talk like that. And you starting to see, people put that extra on like facial expressions and things like that. And it's not just you, it's just, just watching web series, period. But yeah. So you gotta be some type of perfectionist because you always talking about killing some shit, right? So looking back at those episodes, is there anything that you would change?
I
And
did. There's a re-edit version of season one. You know, I try to get everybody to look at the re-edit version because you know, the first season I had no clue what the fuck I was doing. And so, you know, like you know, the first season, the first time, like, episodes were short because I didn't understand that one page equaled a minute of screen time. So you know, in my mind, I thought I was writing a little bit too much, but then after we filmed them, I was like, damn, this shit's short as a shit short. So, you know, once I learned that you know, one page is a minute of screen time, that's when you see the episodes getting longer and so on and so forth, and me getting more knowledgeable of what, you know, what's going on and how to film things. Like, you can see that evident in season two, and a little bit more like towards the end of season one. Like, if you pay attention to when, you know, we introduced Trav and his moms. Now, you don't really pay it no mind, but if you look at that scene, whenever the mother talks, I show her and Trav in the same shot. Reason being is because she's trying to have a connection with her son. But when he spoke, I showed him by himself, showing that he has no connection with his mother. Now, you're not naturally going to get that, but I had to learn that from studying of how to film. So you have to learn how to tell the story with the camera, let alone the words.
yes, and them angles is everything. I like a lot of your B rolls too. That's something that I didn't see in a lot of web series. They didn't really put a lot of effort into the B rolls, like when artists is the actors are walking away. I like how you stop the camera and allow them to walk, and then you hit them back coming forward. It was little things like that that I saw that I truly appreciate. So can you give us like a little teaser about what we're looking forward to and the characters coming this season three, what you may have in mind? Come on. I know you got me. I'm a junkie
Can't
here.
I
Let's
can't do
go.
it. I just can't do it. I can't do it yet because it's going to be. I gotta. I think I got better at writing. I studied a lot about writing this time, so you know, it's going to be a lot of good twists and turns. If you think season two had twists and turns, then season three is going to be a problem.
Yes, and I can't wait. And shout out to everybody, all the cast, production team, and everything from New York Minute. Salute to y'all. I truly appreciate your craft, your skills, your craftsmanship, or whatever they call it in the acting world. I got y'all, and I will be tuning in. Don't make me pull up to Sumner, okay? Don't make me pull up to Sumner, Bogart in my way in a shot, because I will. I definitely will.
Well, we'll have to figure it out. We got to see what your acting skills is like. I'm,
I
I'm
can
being
act,
more
you know.
being more serious. Like, I've made a
I
couple
can be
mistakes of
serious.
just putting people in there and not see how they act. So,
Oh, I'm serious. I'm dead ass serious. I'm so serious. Like it's not even a word of how serious I am. I know I could be funny and shit, but look,
oh, yeah. I don't know
you
what that
don't see
facial.
that though. You
I,
didn't see
I
that.
don't. I don't know what that facial expression was.
Hold up.
But I see. I seen it. Oh, okay. So you just wiped the smile off your face.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't play. I don't play. Like you could give me anything. I could play. So just keep me in mind. If there's castings, let me know. Hit me in my DM because I want to pull up. I want to be in a website. I want to be in your website. So I feel like it's worth it. And shout out to you. And much as I know, I'm playing, but I'm dead serious at the same time.